I got to ask this. 22nd season playing an entire half in a playoff game. How'd it feel? I mean, you've done that before.
Yeah, I've done it before.
You've done it before.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
I felt in the moment.
Yeah.
I wasn't tired. I wasn't looking for a sub. I wasn't. If it came, cool.
Sure.
I would have accepted it. But we had an opportunity to tie the series at 2-2. On the road versus a great team, and the coaches rolled the dice, and we rolled with it.
Yep.
We just didn't make enough. We didn't make enough plays. But I didn't leave. I left that game extremely tired and extremely like, shit, because it was a postseason game,
right?
Not because I played the whole second half. I was tired as hell because I gave my whole money, my body, my mind, my soul to the game for 48 minutes. I was extremely tired.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because, I played, 24 straight minutes in the second half. No, we had an opportunity and we didn't counter it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I think, aside from like anyone's critique of shortening the bench to 0 in the second half, like you got to push buttons, you got to try things, right? Like you can lose, or the coaches have a feeling of what's going on, where the team's at, where the desperation is. The reality is they're a more complete roster at this stage of the story. So for you guys to win, you have to play above your level always, right? You have to make shots at a high clip. You have to be taking care of the basketball, not giving up. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Just didn't happen.
And that's what we talked about. Like you're right, Steve. We talked about that, like the possession game. We lost the possession game in the series, and the possession game came down to offensive rebounds, turnovers, loose balls. Like they're a more complete team than we were. We had our opportunities, and when you have your opportunities, you can't have a high turnover game and allowing them to get fast break points. You can't guard as hard as we was guarding, and then give up 2 or 3 straight offensive rebounds. You just can't.
Which happened multiple times.
Which happened multiple times. So you have to be able to control the controllables. And for the series, we didn't do that. And that resulted in even more of a reason why we weren't able to extend the series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always funny, the narratives and. Yeah, I mean, would it have made a big difference to put Gabe in for a minute here or there or whatever? Like, but we overreact.
Yeah,
we overreact. Sure. Coaches, they make it in the moment decision, and we always like to say, well, punish people when it didn't work. At the same time, you lose that game, and there's another problem, right? So at the same time, coach, that's part of being a coach is you got to be brave. You got to make decisions on the fly. Sometimes they're right.
Yeah, and none of us, and by the way, none of us question JJ and the coaching staff for what happened. Obviously, Gabe and Vando, guys that come, have given us so many great minutes. They definitely felt the way, and because they're competitors. Shit, we all feel like we could get in and make a moment happen. But it wasn't a decision which JJ told us. It wasn't a decision that was based on guys not being able to do the job. Right. It was a decision based on the feeling of the game and the momentum of the game. And none of us looked at him or the coaching staff anyway for the decision that he made. And shit, it was our fault that we didn't come through.
And that's part of making that decision is knowing that your guys have the maturity and the team first attitude to be upset because they're competitors, but at the same time to be like, I'll be ready for the next game.
Yep.
That's a part of a winning mentality in a group.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.